With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19.
First play from scrimmage. It's Culpepper. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Hey.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Okay,
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Get it. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They keep it with Barkley on first down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
70, 70.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue check.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Hey, check that.
handoff to Barkley. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Culpepper. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Giants. Jeremy Shockey from 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
19. 18. 19 Lions.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
50 Fury. Right, 60. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And they'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. One more time with ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Two and now, third and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On the ground with a tight end. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A good gain on first, has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tua now on 1st down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Clock, 10. Trouble, 38.
ETN up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Striker, 3-3.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And now here is another interception. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their own.
Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Jeremy Shockey.